Well, to other news now, and a stunning announcement in Toronto tonight. The city's mayor, Rob Ford, has been admitted to hospital. The diagnosis, a tumor in his abdomen. The CBC's Ron Charles is following this story for us tonight.
Who's coming to see the show?
Nothing seemed out of the ordinary at Rob Ford's most recent public appearance, a celebrity visit and endorsement yesterday. But Ford's brother says this morning the Toronto mayor was clearly not well.
He had a stomach pain. I had breakfast with him today over at Perkins, and he said his stomach was bothering him. He went to the doctors, and then the doctor sent him over to Humber.
Doctors say they admitted Ford to Toronto's Humber River Hospital, where a CT scan showed an abdominal tumor. The hospital's chief executive officer says doctors have not yet determined if the tumor is benign or cancerous.
We haven't defined that yet. It's what we really need is a biopsy, and to be able to look at exactly what tumor it is, and also to investigate to see if the tumor is anywhere else.
Doctors say Ford told them he'd been in some pain for the past 3 months.
He was having left lower quadrant abdominal pain, and it was, as we said, it's been going on for greater than 3 months, but today it became unbearable for him.
Toronto is in the midst of a municipal election, with candidate debates and public events planned for these last 6 weeks of campaigning. Ford has already had to cancel several upcoming appearances. His brother is his campaign manager and isn't ready to say what's next for his campaign or treatment, but he did deliver a message from Rob Ford.
He's in good spirits, and just thanks everyone for all the well wishes.
Doctors say they hope to have the results of Ford's biopsy before the end of the week. Then they'll determine what, if any, treatment might be necessary. Ron Charles, CBC News, Toronto.
So, health concerns for Toronto's mayor. We thought we'd bring in CBC News medical specialist Dr. Peter Lynn. You know what struck me about this as odd is that they'd say anything until they know what they've got. How odd is that for doctors to be standing out like that and talking about a tumor when they don't know whether it's serious or not?
It's very unusual that they do any sort of reporting on a particular person, but I think in this particular case, because it was the mayor, because it may affect the election and everything else, they felt that they had to give some information. Now, clearly, you could see them hedging. They don't have a whole lot of information. They've got a tumor on a CT scan, and that's basically all they're saying right now.
From what you did hear being said, what's your takeaway at this point?
My thought is that they said that there was left lower quadrant pain, so that zooms into one area, and in that area, mainly it's your intestines that are there. Your colon is basically sitting there, so therefore colon cancer sort of pops up to mind, or a tumor in that area. So what they're talking about is a biopsy there, so maybe a colonoscopy might be the way to go in terms of that area. Get a piece of the tissue, see what kind of cancer it is or a tumor it is, and once they see the cells, then they can tell, is it benign, malignant, those kinds of things. They'll also look back at the CT scans to see if the lymph glands are involved. Are they swollen, meaning has this thing spread? So that's the information that they're looking at right now.
This could take days or weeks?
It should be a day or two in terms of grabbing the sample. So therefore, they're saying that before the end of the week. And I think that's what we're really looking for. Interestingly, is the pain. It's very sudden. So therefore, tumors usually grow slowly. So in colon cancer, usually people complain about constipation, those kinds of things, very slow. In this case, it was very quick. So could it be that the bowel was twisting because of the cancer, and that's why he had this very sudden pain that needed to be rushed in hospital?
If it is cancer.
If it is that.
Right. Dr. Lynn, thanks very much.